Hey guys, look who I have in my kitchen today.
Hello everyone.
Sara Lynn of the Domestic Geek. Thank you so much for coming.
Are you kidding me? I love being in this kitchen. It is always so lovely to cook in this kitchen. I love it.
Well, thank you for coming. Now, if you're not familiar with Sara Lynn's channel, I encourage you to head on over there and subscribe. You will find all kinds of awesome, healthy recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It will keep you well fed throughout the year. And lots of smoothies, because you are the smoothie queen.
Well, I have been known to make a smoothie or two. I think at this point we're like over 100 smoothies on the channel.
Oh my gosh,
so
that's crazy.
There's a smoothie for every occasion.
There's a smoothie for every occasion, and I can't think of a better occasion than back to school. We need our smoothies for back to school.
Absolutely.
And to shake things up a bit, we're gonna show you one or two unexpected ingredients to put in these smoothies that have a lot of great nutritional value, right?
Absolutely. Well, and the best part about a smoothie is because it's all blended, you really have an opportunity to hide some sort of more peculiar things in there and you can barely taste them, but you amp up that nutrition factor.
Now, are these smoothies from your new cookbook?
So these smoothies aren't actually in the cookbook, but this cookbook is loaded with lots of great smoothie inspiration for sure that I think you guys would love.
Yes, and if you have not seen the cookbook, here it is. I'm so proud of you. I know how much work goes into this. This is your first child.
Hey, that's what I say. It was like birthing a baby until I actually birthed the baby and I was like, no, that's not even close to the same. But no, this is my book, baby, and it was a total labor of love, and I'm so excited to have it out in the world. There's more than 100 healthy recipes, and everything's really easy. So it's called Meals Made Easy.
That's what I loved about it. Yes, it's called Domestic Geek's Meals Made Easy, and you can win this cookbook, right?
Absolutely. So if you want a chance to win, you can hit my Instagram. We've got all the details for how to win a copy of the book
in the description. All right, great. It's an awesome book. Great for back to school.
Mm-hmm. So first up, I am actually going to share what I'm calling my strawberry surprise smoothie. And I'm sneaking 2 unexpected ingredients in this blender for this smoothie. So this one all starts with some strawberries. You can use fresh or frozen, either will do. I love to really go for it with strawberries. Strawberries are obviously super classic in a smoothie. What is slightly less classic is our second ingredient, which is actually a whole roasted beet. Really important not to use pickled beets here, because sometimes people... That would be a totally different situation. That would be one of those smoothie challenges that we talked about where you try to put the gross things in the smoothies and see how it turns out. This is not that. So we have 1 roasted beet headed straight into the blender. What I love about roasted beets now is you can either roast them yourself and peel them, or you can buy them roasted at the supermarket often now, which makes your life a whole lot easier. And then the second thing we're going to be adding in terms of an unexpected ingredient are some white beans. So these are cannellini beans. They've been rinsed and drained. You can usually buy them canned in the supermarket, and they add a ton of great fiber and a little bit of body to your smoothie, but absolutely no flavor. So again, totally undetectable. For a lot of the flavor in this smoothie, it's gonna come from some vanilla protein powder. I get asked all the time what kind of protein powder I use, and the answer is really whatever's on sale, because I'm kind of cheap and protein powder tends to be pricier, so I always just buy what's on sale. Use whatever kind of protein powder makes you happy.
And now I have to admit, I haven't made a lot of things with protein powder. So when I was shopping for your ingredients, I wanted to make sure I got the right thing.
Okay.
So I saw it would say whey protein. Is that the right kind?
Whey protein is like a dairy-based protein, so it's perfect. It's fine if you're a vegetarian. If you're vegan, you'll want to go with like a pea protein, for example. But again, there's so many different kinds of protein on the market. There's going to be one for you. And same with your milk. So as you know, the milk varieties today are virtually endless. So you could totally do dairy milk in here if you wanted to, but almond, cashew, soy, hemp, and oat milk is now one of my favorites. We're using almond today. And of course, on goes our lid.
Yes.
Beth, you have a serious blender.
This is a serious blender. I got this on sale right after Christmas. That is the best time to buy any fancy blenders, right after Christmas, because they all go on sale. Yes. And this is the floor model, so I got a really good discount on it.
Well, we know blenders can run you a pretty penny, so this is probably
a good one. I love this little blender. Okay, so we're gonna do the smoothie setting, which is 50 seconds. That color is spectacular.
Isn't that so fun? So the beet really takes the color to the next level. It makes everything fuchsia.
It looks like paint.
It's so much fun. And how much would your kids love this for breakfast, right?
Oh my God, my girls would go nuts for this. Okay, so now we are going to put these in some glasses. Okay, here we go.
Good.
Now, do we get to vote on what's our favorite at the end?
I think we should.
Okay.
So
keep
I've
score.
kept this nice and thick because we use the frozen strawberries. If you use fresh, it would probably be a bit thinner, but
No, I like nice and thick.
the frozen fruit too keeps it nice and chilled without having to add ice and watering down your smoothie.
That's true.
The moment of truth.
The moment of truth. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bottoms up. Let's see. Oh, that is good.
Well, that's really, really good.
You know what's interesting? Wait, I gotta take another. You get the sweetness of the strawberries, but the earthiness of the beets.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. If you didn't know there was a beet in here, it would be really hard to distinguish what that flavor is. We didn't add any additional sweetener to this, so that's definitely something worth mentioning. If your protein powder isn't really very sweet, because that's usually where the sweetness will come from, you could also add a little honey, some agave, some dates to this.
Yeah. I feel like it doesn't need it though. I think the berries make it sweet enough. And you know, the texture of it, because of the beans, I think, it feels like there's a banana or yogurt in here, but there's not.
And so one of the things I get asked most is, how can I make my smoothies rich and creamy without banana? And white beans are a great solution there.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that don't like bananas. Which I find strange.
I'm a huge banana fan, but I also do understand.
Yes, we can
like
respect
not loving the banana.
Yeah.
So this is a good solution.
Good. All right, I got one for you now.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So I'm gonna make for you what I call my lovely lavender smoothie.
I love lavender. That's
All right.
exciting.
It's really delicious, and it's one of these things that I think is great for back to school, because if you don't want to go back to school and you're really dreading it, it's a beautiful flavor that eases you into it.
I like the spirit of that. It's sort of like the taste of a spa. It's a nice way to wake up, I think.
It is. It's gentle. Yeah, it's gentle for the re-entry. So we are going to add a cup of frozen blueberries, and like that. Then we're going to add a banana.
See, I am a banana person in my smoothies, so
Me
I
too.
know there's people out there who are not into the bananas, but bananas make me happy.
I like it, and it sweetens up the blueberries a little bit. Now we're adding the lavender, the secret ingredient. Yes.
How do you do? So I don't know that I've ever made a lavender smoothie. So
Yes, they are quite delicious, but a little does go a long way.
right, because it can be an overpowering flavor.
Yeah, you can go into perfume really quickly.
Okay.
So I say just a teaspoon is all you need, and it's really important too to make sure you get culinary grade lavender.
Yes, because the other stuff is the stuff that's like made for potpourri. Or
Yeah,
the case.
any of that stuff that's made for like sachets or potpourri is treated with things that might not be safe for human consumption. So, little word to the wise, good tip.
Edible lavender.
Yes, it'll say it. So it's in my Amazon shop if you guys want to know where to get it. It comes in a big bag, but not to worry, you can make my lavender creme brulees after the lavender smoothie.
Oh, Beth, I have seen that video, and
Those are
those
good.
looked incredible.
You gotta come back for those.
Yes, please.
All right, so we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of our dried lavender. And then I am gonna add a little honey just to sweeten it up. Maybe about, I don't know, teaspoon.
Your
or
honey
so.
pot is adorable.
Isn't this the cutest? I have found that it's easier to put it in things than those little honey bears that get all kind of stuck and
Yes.
hard to squeeze. There we go. Okay, and then you can use your milk of choice. I'm just using regular 2% milk. There we go. And wait to see the color on this one. This one is really
Oh
gorgeous.
my
too.
gosh, it's going to be vibrant.
Hope you like it.
That looks incredible.
Isn't it pretty? It looks like lavender. The color is like perfect.
Oh gosh, it smells amazing.
So imagine you've just gotten up, you've got to get to the bus, and you try this.
Your day is going to be so busy, and you just pause for a second.
It's so lovely, isn't it?
Beth, that is actually outrageous.
Isn't it lovely? It's so gentle, calming.
Oh, I could do a lot of that actually. I could probably drink both of these. So this next one I am calling my mango morning smoothie. What I love about it is that it's got a really beautiful sort of sunshiny color. You know, you eat with your eyes first, and I just feel like what a beautiful way to start your day with something that looks like sunshine. So this one is actually inspired by the flavors of a traditional Indian drink called a mango lassi, which is like a mango yogurt drink. And it all starts with some mango, makes sense. And I'm using frozen again. But the secret ingredient we are going to be using in this recipe is actually some roasted sweet potato.
Oh my God, I love that.
Because we love sweet potato. It's loaded with nutrients, lots of fiber, but you rarely think to put it in a smoothie. This is a great place to use leftover sweet potato, or I have even seen now they sell canned organic sweet potato.
Yes, that's a game changer.
Which is kind of great. But you roasted the sweet potato for me. And I was like, why didn't you? I feel terrible.
It's not every day you come down from Toronto.
You know
I mean,
what?
come on, I couldn't give you canned sweet potatoes.
I feel really, really lucky, Beth, to be in your kitchen, and you went to all this trouble. So I'm so
Of course,
excited.
anytime.
So we have our sweet potato and our mango, and then we're going to add just some plain yogurt. You could use vanilla here too. It's totally your call. And then I am going to add a little sweetness to this. So it really is up to you how much or how little sweetness you want to add. If you feel like your yogurt is sweet enough, that's fine. But I do always like to add just a little drizzle of sweetness. Come on, you can't actually go wrong with honey. And for our seasonings, we're going to use 2 different things. First, we're using a really classic Indian spice, ground cardamom.
I love cardamom.
Which, again, like the lavender, a little goes a long way. And it is really easy to overdo it with cardamom. But the good news is it's actually wildly expensive. So it's kind of good that a little goes a long way because you only need like barely a pinch, like something like 1/8 of a teaspoon.
Got it.
And the other secret ingredient in this recipe is actually some ground turmeric, which you can't taste at all, but adds a whole lot of nutrition power. So we know turmeric's like an antioxidant.
Yeah, what does it do? I feel like I've been hearing all of these like health reports about turmeric. It's like the new thing.
It's supposed to have anti-inflammatory properties and antioxidant properties, so it's a real powerhouse. But the good news is if you put it in a smoothie, you can barely detect it, which is fabulous. And then for our liquid, I'm using traditional dairy milk because we have some yogurt in here, but if you wanted to use almond milk, hemp milk, whatever floats your boat, go ahead. And then we'll just blend it. I don't know how to work with fancy blender, Beth.
I'm kind of driving. I just sort of.
It's kind of, no, it's so good.
Yes, right. I'm your blender valet.
Beautiful. So we have this gorgeous sunshiny drink.
Gorgeous.
And now the moment of truth. See, I like a nice thick
Look at
smoothie
that.
like that.
That is
right?
gorgeous.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, that
and
is.
it's so bright and sunshiny. It's like such a nice way to start the day.
For sure. And those glasses, they're like 2 big suns.
Oh my gosh, they are. These beautiful bulbs.
Globes,
here.
yes.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Amazing.
It smells really good. You can smell a little bit of the sweet potato
Yes,
in
I
it,
can,
actually.
Oh, I love that.
Right? I know, it's very unexpected.
It's so, wait, there's so much going on. This is like so fabulous. I love the sweet potato. I love the texture of it. And then the little hint of the mango, that tartness of the mango.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the sweet potato sort of can get a little lost in it if you're not using enough.
That.
But the cardamom, a little bit of
Yes.
the turmeric, it's really, really refreshing. And again, like super sunshiny.
I have something really fun for you. It's my new favorite thing. Are you drinking coffee these days after the baby?
To be honest, I went to decaf while I was pregnant and have not come back around yet. But I still actually love coffee so much, so I'm a decaf girl.
Yes. So a similar thing happened to me. I have found as I get older, I can't have as much caffeine. Doesn't it affect you?
It's actually changed my life coming off coffee. Lower anxiety, much more level-headed. So
Exactly.
I feel really good about that decision.
So okay, then you will love this because I was going through a bit of a detox
Yes.
at my sister's house, and she made this smoothie for me that I swear it is like the best replacement for coffee. No coffee, no caffeine, couple of secret ingredients. I'm gonna show you.
Amazing.
All right. We're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of almond butter. This is gonna make 2, so you would just cut it in half if you didn't need to. Then we're gonna add some coconut water, which is great for hydration.
Very hydrating.
Very hydrating. You need to be hydrated in the morning.
Yes.
Here we go. Then we're gonna add 1/2 of a date.
Okay.
I know, it's very precise, but I don't know. I don't really like very sweet things.
Yeah.
And I found I used 1 whole date and it was like too sweet for me. So if you like sweet things, go ahead and
Go
use the whole
ahead
one.
and use the whole one.
If you've never made anything with dates, you do have to know that there's a pit in it. So don't throw the whole thing in. Although I wonder if it would blend up. It might.
I mean, with this blender, I feel like
right.
it would be sure to do, but probably
wait.
not a good idea.
Well, wait till you see what this blender can do now. This is like my favorite feature. I'm going to show you in a minute. And then a little bit of nutmeg. Just a little
Nutmeg.
Right, little warming spice. And then I also think it's good to add a little pinch of salt just to spike the flavors a bit. There.
Beth, there's never a dull moment in your kitchen. Now you have me very intrigued. I'm very
Just to kind of heighten everything. You know, salt, people don't think salt is like to make things salty. I find it's just to bring all the flavors out.
Absolutely. That's why you use salt in baking, right? Isn't that the idea that like it just makes every other flavor sort of stand out?
Exactly. Okay, so now we are going to put this on the soup setting. So this blender has a soup setting, which warms whatever is in here.
Oh, so it's a warm smoothie.
It's a warm smoothies.
That's cool.
So I call it my coconut almond faux latte, or you could call it a faux té.
A faux té. I love it. That sounds delicious.
That sounds delicious. And if you don't have a soup setting on your blender, although so many of them have it now, but if you don't, you could either use warmed coconut water, you could heat the water first, but truth be told, my sister did make this for me cold, and when I drank it, I was like, this would actually be really good hot. So it takes 3 minutes on the soup setting.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. And that's really just to heat it up. I mean, I find that it gets to a nice heat when it's like 3 minutes or so. All right,
Oh
so
my-
you can feel the warmth.
And it looks like a latte. Like it's got like it's so frothy.
I know. Okay, watch. Ooh, there's the steam. I can't wait for you to try this.
Smells good.
Doesn't it smell good? All right, so we're gonna just put them in some mug. See?
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
Right? And look, it starts to kind of separate a little bit like a latte.
Oh, Beth. Right? This
Oh,
feels
wait,
like it
wait.
could be a game changer. Oh,
It's
no.
kind
I
of a
did
game
not.
changer, but wait, you need your garnish. A little. Sorry, I don't know any latte
Nutmeg.
art for you. Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to make a face or anything out of the foam?
Okay, give it a
Okay,
try.
are we
Let me know what
ready?
you think. Here we go. Isn't that delicious?
Oh my gosh, Beth.
So yummy,
This
right?
is unbelievable. I could totally see how a caffeine fiend would be satisfied by this.
It's comforting and also kind of weirdly decadent, even though it's just almond butter and coconut water, really, and half a date. Like, there's
It's
nothing
sort
really...
of shock. It's
shocking.
like it actually is sort of shocking how good it is considering how few ingredients there are.
Exactly. That's why I love it. Good for those busy mornings. Okay, what's the favorite smoothie? What's your favorite?
My favorite, I have to say, this is probably it
What's this
today
one?
because it's so unique and it's like, it's just so satisfying.
It is. It is satisfying. I promise it's also really good cold too. So if you don't have the soup setting, you still should try it because it's really delicious cold as well.
And what about you? Do you have a favorite?
Yes, of course. I love the mango. the mango morning mango.
With a sneaky sweet potato.
I love
Mango
that.
morning with a sneaky sweet potato kick.
Those are my favorites.
No, they were all good. You know what? It's actually hard to choose. They were all really yummy.
They're all really yummy. We want to know what you guys decide. So try them all. Let us know what you think. Leave us a comment and let us know which one's your favorite. Thank you so much for coming. It's always so fun to see you.
I always have such a blast with you. Thank you so much for having me, Beth. Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, and if you haven't already, head on over to Sara Lynn's channel, The Domestic Geek. Subscribe. Lots of healthy recipes on there for back to school.
Absolutely.
Lots of lunches. You have like amazing back to school lunches.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
No, you will not go away hungry. That I can promise you.
That's for sure. Thanks again. Bye.
Cheers.